it's Robin, a small crochet business called Sweet Beans Crochet where I make and sell crochet plushies. This week, as you saw from my last video, hopefully you saw part 1 of this market prep, but this is my actual market video where I'm going to be showing you my inventory that I've had before, the inventory that I just made this week, and going to tag two pieces that I made the past couple days because I've had a rough couple days, and how my market goes, so stay tuned if you want to see how that goes. I have had so much happen. I have so much stuff to share with you. To start off, I was going to do my 3 days leading up to the market where I was going to see how much stuff I could make within the next 3 days. I will show you the two things that I made. Number one is this cute little cord on the cob. It's a pattern that is being tested or out for testing right now by my friend at Comfort Loops, Victoria. This little cord on the cob is so cute, and he's going to be an awesome market make. I do plan in the future on having a bunch of little food items. In the past, I was not really focusing on food. It was mainly animals and characters, but I do find toy food very cute, and I know other people do too. So I know it's a really good area to have your toe dipped into, and I don't want to limit myself with this crochet business, as I'm sure you don't either, but it's always good to have specialty things. I think the characters are like my little specialty fun for myself, but for the selling, I think I'm going to start doing food, and this is the perfect make for a farmer's market. Literally having a toy farmer's market. Or just having it at your table. He's just so cute. But Corn on the Cob Day is June 11th, so that's why she's releasing this pattern. And the only other thing that I made this week, well, when I say week, I mean past 3 days, because I made a week-long video where I actually was pretty productive and proud of myself. I still had to continue my 5 to 6 to 7 plushies a day, and I did not do that because, well, my bunny got sick. And I don't know what's happening lately. I can't tell you. Nothing changed, but sickness happened, so I did have to deal with that, and it took a lot out of me. So when I came home, instead of being able to like crochet like normal or do my business things, so if you did place an order, I'm sorry, they are delayed a little bit. Not that I'm sending them out weeks later, but they are going to be pushed off a couple of days because I was dealing with taking care of her and focusing all my energy on making sure she was eating food. So I do have a hefty vet bill that now I have to pay, so any orders in the future after you watch this video are greatly appreciated. Let me show you the second plushie that I made. This is another loaf cat. I wanted to make it a strawberry loaf cat, so I'm gonna give him little seeds, hopefully tonight, because my market is tomorrow. So at this point, it is Saturday evening. I have to go load my car and tag a couple of items. And here's the strawberry loaf cat. These are new eyes I'm trying. So they're like a like watercolory and really, I feel like, mystical. So that's the new thing I'm trying, and I think this watermelon cat is gonna be cute because what I made last week was a couple cats, so I feel like this was just along with that theme. But tonight I'm hoping to be able to get a couple of sea creatures done, because when I was at Walmart I picked up these. So these were about $1 a piece. Some of them were $1.50. And I'm planning on I have a little turntable, like a little spinny turntable, and I'm planning on letting people choose the plant. So I think the plants will be in the center. And then I'm going to have the sea creatures. This is someone else's idea that I saw and I was inspired. Thought it was a really neat idea to have the sea creature, like, build your own terrarium. So I'm going to have affordable critters. Like, I'm hoping to make a couple fish, a couple crab, and then I already made a couple shrimp, and I forget, there was another animal that I had. But I'm hoping to make these little boxes profitable. Maybe I can make it like $15, because the box was like $1. These were a little over $1, and then the pebbles are like not. It's probably gonna be like 50 cents. So that's a markup of $2.50 for the cute little supplies. And the actual critters, I think I would have sold them for $8 to $10 anyway. It's the first time I'm bringing these to the market, so I really don't know how they're gonna do. I also got the rainbow pebbles, but they're currently, I washed them and they dried outside, and so I'm gonna put them in a plastic bag to then take them with a scoop to the market, so I can scoop like maybe 2 scoops into each box. We'll see how it goes. Again, I don't really know. I'm just thinking ahead, but when I did grab and buy the pebbles, they were a little dusty, as it tells you in the bag to wash them, so I washed them. And I needed to make them dry so that the plushies don't get wet. So I washed them and then I dried them outside in the sun. My brother helped me with that task, by the way. He's my little assistant. The family factory over here. Not really, he's just really helpful. And I have an itty bitty yarn haul because Michael's had a sale. So I think each of these skeins were $5.99. And that was a really good deal. And I didn't have a couple of these blues, so I picked up quite a bit of blue. I was just feeling it. I also grabbed a purple. Got boysenberry, got white, navy, black, skyway, blue shadow. But I knew I had a lot of brown and pastels already, so I knew I didn't need those. My amount of crocheting is not requiring me to have this much yarn right now, but I'm trying to save myself a little bit of money because every time I need yarn, it's always when it's not on sale, and I can never get it when it's on sale. So the fact that I found all these, I felt like I found a gold mine. This was on, I think, Memorial Day when it was like 30 or 40% off. That's why I did it. Bluebird, I believe. Let's see how many I could do. Got one more in white, an ash. I can't carry all of it, but this is all the yarn that I got. It's a lot of yarn, but it was on sale. We're yarnaholics. You guys get it. You guys get it. The only other thing I did yesterday, Friday. Yesterday was Friday. Was focus on making my white pupil eyes. And not only did I focus on making white pupil eyes, but I'm working with a new type of glitter. So here's the new like shades I'm hoping to have posted. And this collection is not only going to be white pupil, there will also be black pupils. And it's going to be named after Demon Slayer things. So little sneaky peek of what I'm going to be putting on my website. I'm stoked. I think they're cute. So I hope you guys like them. I have a couple of things that I have in here also that I have not put like in that card. Normally I just sell the cards, but here's like a baby blue. And baby purple. These are like the glitters I already do. And this was me trying something else. I have been told that these look like jelly colors, like they're like little jelly sandals. I thought that was precisely what they look like as well. I did that, and I went yarn shopping, and I got some stuff for the market. I might be sharing my inventory with you guys actually while it's on the table. I have this vision of doing what Cat Cake Crochet does, where she walks through her table and talks about her sections, talks about the table, like the flow and pricing. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow instead of doing an in-depth inventory overview here with you. I think it'll be more educational and informational to share it with you while I'm actually there and share with you how I'm displaying it, because I am planning a new display. As always, I think we're always tweaking displays just to figure out how to sell better for ourselves. But it is time for me to go feed the bunny, so I will talk to you guys in a bit after I hopefully make a couple of items. Hello! Don't mind the sound, it is my air purifier. And it is late at night, the night before my market. Do you see this? That is pure love right there. That is love. Love. And this is what I'm going to be doing for now. So I have the bag of plushies that I made this week. And I have mystery cats just because I feel like that's going to be a cool way to sell them. So I thought it'd be cool to unbox these with you and see if the cats fit in here for the first time, because I really don't know. I didn't measure them. I just guessed and prayed that it would work. Although just looking at that, I think they will fit. I probably should read directions on how to Actually, haha. Who needs directions? Okay, here's the box. Pretty simple to put together. Now the only part is this part. Oh, okay. So there are these little slits here. So you gotta put both sides together and both sides together, and then it closes, and it's this cute little box. Well, the Floof Pals by Hover Crochet definitely fits in here. So if anyone's curious, I will have these little boxes linked in my Amazon store. I don't have an Amazon storefront. I'm just kidding. The Amazon links below. I have a little Google Doc with links in it. If I ever get a storefront, that'd be really cool, but right now I don't have one. So it's going to be linked in there, and these will be called small mystery boxes. That's what we'll call this. But I got the rainbow ones, so they have different colors. They have like a more neutral, but I thought these were cute. I like the brightness of them. We're gonna do blue for the black cat, and I'm gonna come up with on Canva somehow tonight before I go to sleep and crochet a bunch of stuff, hopefully. I want to create a little sticker to put on these things to kind of say that they're mystery boxes. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, and here's the little black kitty. Put them in the box. Here's another one. The trick to these mystery boxes is you want to fold the corners before you like close it, and then it'll be easier. That might be self-explanatory, but I'm learning as I go. One of the calicos in the green box. I feel like I'm choosing each cat based on the vibe it gives me. I feel like calico is green. But I don't want to put the other calico in the same color box, so I'm going to have to figure out what color box we want to put for this guy. Pink? He doesn't give me pink vibes, but he might need to be. Just so I have one of each color. Because I have 5 cats, and I think there are 5 color boxes. This is getting quicker as we go, so if you guys do choose to do this, it does get quicker as you go. Calico. I'm excited for these people to see these mystery boxes. I hope they do as well as I'm thinking they might do. But you know, I was just having some realizations when thinking about the theme of this market. It is at a brewery, and I don't know how well all my stuff is gonna do at a brewery. I saw at the like vendor map there's gonna be a couple like smoking stations, and I know there are cool patterns like for those kind of people, so I could have made a couple crochet like stuff regarding that, but I didn't, so it is what it is. But that's the shiz. I'm sure it'll go well. It's a really small event, and there's only going to be 30 vendors there. So I really don't know how it's going to go. I think I'm just excited for anything at this point. I have the inventory, and it's like the first weekend in June, so it gives me some opportunity to do another June event. And the gray kitty. I have a couple of June events planned, so hopefully they go well. Guys, these are my 5 mystery cat boxes. These are all the cats that I've made that are small, so they're going to be in here. A way to, maybe I'll just put my business sticker on them. Maybe I will have then I have to make a tag. I don't know if I want to make a tag. We'll see. I don't know what we're going to do yet. So this is the other thing I've been meaning to show you. These are like the little aquariums that I was planning on doing. So this is the plastic thingy. And look what they did. They put this like clear thing all over it. So if anyone is curious, this is a clear box. I'm planning on putting some gravel in here and a little, like, people can choose their own plant, and then they can choose their sea creature, and there's little holes right here for me to slip a string in. I was not sure how invasive this whole process was going to be, so I ordered, I think there's 20 something in here. I'm really excited. I feel like this is going to be good, and I think I have different colored ribbon I can put in here, because the ribbon it came with is like not my vibe. But it's nice that they came with ribbons. So it says just for you, and it's like bright purple, which is not my thing. But definitely like these little boxes. I don't have many sea creatures, but I'm excited to show you guys what it looks like. Good morning. It is market day. I've got my yarn bag that is polyfill, and that is plushies and little extras. And these are my little to-go adoptable pals. So I'm gonna load the rest of the stuff up in my cart, and I will see you guys when we get there. I'll do a little car check, maybe a little coffee check.
Oh, I got a picture of lightning.
Here, didn't do my car check earlier, but car check, brother check. We got, oh, I'm rashy. Smoothie and coffee. And so far the coordinator was very sweet, so I'm very looking forward to setup. Got my helper here. Little soot sprite. I think we're ready for today. Last night I made a couple of little extra goodies, like a couple little beer cups, and we're at a brewery, so hopefully people like them.
Oh, they have that, they have one down here. I want to get it.
This is the skeleton. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do this display on this table yet. But we're gonna do the risers over here, and that's gonna be the checkout right there. All right, because of copyrighted music, you guys get to hang out with me here on VoiceOver today. Here's an overview of what my booth looked like. I had a nice U shape today. Over here is my little mini $10 section and $18, like more detailed, small plushies. Sailor Moon on the chair, and then my $35 Pokemon from Sia and Pen. I had my little aquarium. I tried. Next time I'll have more signs. For my small things, these are my mystery cats, and then the top loaf cats and Mabel the chickens. These are my $15 like floof pals. 2 of them have sold at this point. Here's my payment sign and my character area with no face. Sweetness. I might have to keep him. He hasn't sold yet. And all of my characters. And then those are a couple pattern tests. I did Ellis the elephant and the peg dolls and the Samba. And this is my like little wall. So Minnow, the bunny basket, which is totally stuffed. I will definitely be displaying them better next time so they're not so overwhelming. And then those are other creatures right there. And the bottom shelf is $25 snuggler babies. I have some safety eyes for sale and little keychains for $8. A couple random patterns. We're packing up for today. Packing up and yeah, real close. Guys, it is dumping so hard. We just got dumped on and we have to go still. Oh, that was crazy. We still have to go. I was just sweating to death. That was the last update I think I gave you. I was sweating to death. Now it's raining.
I wish I was sweating right now.
This is Florida, and it's been a very weird market day. I think I'm gonna sign up for another market next week just to like make up for what happened today. I'll check in with you guys after we repack the car. Hey friends, I never happen to share this. I just realized when I say hey friends, I sound like Crochet by Jenna. Hi friends. I never share this part with you, but I'm about to go through my square and tally up all the things that I sold. I mean, it'd be easier if I didn't do that. I don't think I'm going to calculate my supplies this time because it was such a tiny amount. Oh, look at my wing. It was raining so hard. This eyeliner is normally waterproof, but as you could tell, it was like dumping so hard. And I was wiping my eyes too, but oh my gosh. Okay, welcome to the market recap of everything that you just saw happen. This is the part of the video where I go over all the financials of how the business did. So it is the location was at a brewery. and it was about an hour and a half, hour away from my house. So I did drive a bit, and it was not like a children's scene, which, you know, trying stuff out. It's my first year doing markets. I did start this in December, so I did do one market in December, and then I've obviously continued since then. So now I've done quite a couple markets, because I did a couple, I think 1 month I did 2 or 3 in 1 month, and then you guys have seen all my markets. So if you've been here and you watched a couple of my videos, you know how this goes. But because I sold so few and I wanted to show you all my inventory on my table while I was there, I don't think I'm going to be going over my full inventory. If you want to see it, maybe comment down below, but I haven't heard anyone say it. They wanted to see my full inventory. Maybe you're not that interested in it, so I do post stuff on Instagram, but normally all my market stuff I just share with you in video. So I don't post everything on Instagram that I share with you through here. And normally with my market recaps, I will post a picture of every single product and the price and the pattern that I used. But that's normally because I sell a good percentage of my products, so it's easy to talk about all of them and go through what sold and what didn't. But this time, I can count with my 10 fingers the transactions that I had today. So it was a really not the best turnout. I still feel really optimistic. Obviously, I have a lot of inventory still, which is not a bad thing. Bum rushing for another event would be more stressful on me, so I'm going to take the positive that I will have more inventory for the next market that will hopefully have better outcome for myself. But let's get on with what sold, and I will be telling you in the order that I sold them in because it was just easy to relay the information to you that way, and I will be popping up the pictures of the ones that sold and the patterns and the prices, but maybe not my whole inventory because I don't know how interesting you would find that. So pretend like I didn't just drop my iPad on its face on a concrete floor. Oopsies. I was gonna say I looked down at my iPad and I have my notes from the market, so that's what I'm gonna be looking down at while we talk right now. Number 1 that sold was my bunny in a onesie, which is the Am I by Abby bunny in a onesie that I purchased quite a while ago. I made it quite a while ago. I've had this bunny for a long time. And the price was $70 because if you remember this bunny, it took me hours, y'all. I spent hours doing just the onesie part. Maybe it's just because I was new to the onesie. Like, it was my first time making the onesie, and so that's kind of what I chalked it up to. But I also chalked it up to I never want to make a onesie again. It's so cute. So cute. Cute pattern. Very cute pattern. So I charged $70, so I've had it for a hot second, and it finally sold. It was in a blue onesie, and the woman who bought it was really excited to see a bunny wearing blue because all my other bunnies were wearing like pink. So she was very excited to see a male color because it was for a boy. So there's that. Then I sold an $8 frog keychain. Let me tell you about this frog keychain that I sold. Well, it's the Baby Leggy Froggy by, I want to say it's not Jaded Co. It is a paid pattern on Etsy. It was only a couple dollars, and it pops out a really cute tiny little frog that I put on a keychain. And I sell all my keychains for $8, so they're all in just like a general section. And the woman who purchased it, she took it off the rack and threw it at her dog on the floor. And it felt like it was very abrupt, and I don't know what I was expecting to happen, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. And I know I think it's the Crochet Carpenter. He puts a note on his table literally saying, like, please do not lick or put the plushies in your mouth, or like he has a literal note on his table. And I remember when I saw that like a week ago, I was like, that seems a little excessive. Like, do we have to tell people not to do that? But she threw it on the floor and her dog started biting it, and I knew when her dog started biting it, like, I really was hoping that she would like know that she had to pay for it. I mean, it was $8, so it was still an awkward situation, and I was like, what is happening right now? So maybe the Crochet Carpenter is onto something. If I knew his name, I would address him by name. I don't know his name. I know him by his Instagram handle. And I was a little stunned that that happened in front of it. It happened very quickly, and it happened, and I like looked at my brother because I was with him, obviously, and I was like, she just chucked it on the floor, and she was like, go get it. Like, and she was like hitting her dog with it in the face, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I have not tested my plushies to be like pet friendly. I'm pretty sure it's not pet friendly because I sew parts on to these things, and you know, children can rip stuff out too, but dogs chew, and I know my dog, she rips out all the polyfill out of all of her toys, so I can just imagine this is not a very durable toy to begin with. It's like made out of chenille Michael's yarn, and guys, okay, I just died, but that happened. She bought it. It's okay. But like, it was, I need a licking and like a dog sign. I don't know, but I also think that because I was at a brewery, alcohol was involved, and that made the situation and everyone who was there, it made the situation a little strange. So I also personally, I don't know, you guys can do your own thing, but I don't think I'm going to be vending at a brewery again. What I noticed, especially based off of my sales, because normally the worst I've done before this, I think I had like 15 sales at an event, and that was my lowest amount of sales ever. Which I get, and I made a lot of tiny things to try and get people to purchase, so I'm glad that I did have those things. But I don't think brewery, it's kind of like when I had the mall experience, like the mall was not the place, or at least the mall I went to was not the place for my plushies, and this brewery happened to not be the place for my plushies either. There just weren't that many kids around, there weren't that many any young adults really like my stuff, and I'm a young adult, and I think some of y'all who watch me are young adults too, and we all just have fun and we all enjoy crochet plushies, and maybe just like we're holding on to childhood. I think all of us are in the amigurumi world, and I had none of those people. It was all mature people who just it was kind of like the mall where they just like wouldn't even stop. Like my brother was like, they're not even looking, and I'm like, well, they might not have anyone to look for, like they're not interested in it, and they also don't have like a kid or a person in mind that they know would like it. So I was really trying to, he was like bummed for me, and it just tugged my heart. You know, he was very sweet and thoughtful, and he could tell I was having a hard time with sales, and I was trying to engage with people, and this was actually the market I've stood up the most with the least amount of sales. Like I was standing up a lot trying to like get, not like catcalling people, but if anyone was looking, I was like, hi, like if you have any questions, ask me. You know, I hand make all these things if you have any questions, and that didn't help. I was crocheting while I was there, and I got one person who thought that was cool, which is the lady who bought the blue bunny, and she was really enthusiastic about what I was doing, and I was grateful that she was there. But moving on, I was just trying to explain the little brewery situation. I sold a $5 whale, which I altered and made a little shark. If you saw my Instagram story, she posted it. She was one of the other vendors who was selling shark teeth, and shark teeth are really cool. My brother loves them. So we stopped by her booth, and then she ended up stopping by my booth, and she picked up the whale, and she asked me if it was a shark, and I said it was a whale, but I could turn it into a shark. And so I put the little clip in there of obviously me transforming it, and that was a really cool moment. So she paid me $5. I happened to have that blue like perfectly there. My 2 shrimp, I made 2 shrimp last week. It was just me playing with trying to write a pattern, and they sold. I feel like that means I should make more of them. I felt like their back was really a hard bend when I made them. I don't even know if I have a good picture of those shrimp. Now I have to make another one for a picture, but the back had a pretty hard bend in it, so I was doubting myself and my own pattern writing skills, and you know, we all doubt ourselves, so I was like, this, you know, no one's gonna want this, and that was like the fourth thing to sell. Sorry, the fourth thing to sell, and there were these 2 girls, and they were young ladies, and they were both like oohing and awing over my little sea creatures, which made me really happy. No one purchased the aquariums. No one purchased the mystery cats. Actually, no one purchased any cats at all. And I spent quite a bit on cats last week. So it was like, I didn't have to prep that, but at least I had it at my table, and I'll have it next time, and I'll expand, and it'll be more than just cats. There'll be other pets. So I'm excited to do that as well, but the cats didn't sell. Then I sold the 2 shrimp, and then I sold 2 possums, which are the Floof Pals by Harder Crochet. Love that pattern. It is very cute, very fast. I charged $15 for all of the Floof Pals. I happened to have at my table, I had the bunny, skunk, thought I had another animal. Not axolotl. Possum. Cat. Those are the variations that I had. And 2 possums sold. We are in the South, and people thought they were really cute. So those 2 possums was a $30 transaction. And then I sold my little green alien, which is a Madeline Mako pattern. Very cute little alien boy. So now the girlfriend doesn't have a boyfriend. They're $18. I charge $18 for those. Very cute. Mabel the chicken. So I had a little basket of Mabels in like a little nest situation on my table. And now what I do so that she gets looked at, I like prop her up, and everyone like loves the chickens. Everyone loves the chickens. Everyone loves the chickens. So I had a price tag of $12 on my Mabels. I'm torn between like $12 and $15 because I don't know how I feel about the pricing with my sizes. Like I kind of compare my sizes. That's how I decide how I feel it should be priced. My time gets accounted for. I charged $12 for Mabel, and the guy gave me a $20. I gave him the $8 and change back, and he like shoved it back at me. And he was like, here. And I was like, okay, do you want to grab another plushie? And he was like, no, please keep it. It's a tip. Thank you so much. And it was for his girlfriend was there with him, and she was the one who wanted the chicken. And I was just like, I was like gonna cry. I'm having like a rough day in a sense. I mean, we were sweating our butt cheeks off. It was very hot. We were dehydrated and tired, like, you know, all these things. And then I wasn't really making sales. So I was okay, but my brother was really discouraged. Like, I think he wanted to see a lot of the selling happening, and it was like, it was not happening. I'm gonna take that as good karma for having, I've had this like internal positivity. I feel like I'm trying to stay positive. I feel like there's so much stuff to be negative about, and I don't want to feel that way. So I'm not letting myself feel that way. And then when he gave me the 20, it was just like, this is exactly why I need to stay positive. Then the very last thing that I sold was another Froggy keychain, and it went to a teenager, and she put it right on her backpack and walked away, and it was a very quick, easy transaction. Now to break down, people paid $83 in card, and then they paid $96 in cash, meaning my total money today, total money was $179. That's like the gross. My net, because of my vendor fee of $60, my net was $119. And this is the first market that I'm not going to subtract anything else from that in this video, because I'm not going to plug in all the numbers and find out how much in materials, simply because it's just such a small amount of plushies that I sold. If I had sold more, maybe more than 10, I might want to go in and do that, but my brain, I feel exhausted, and I feel like I didn't, you know, I'm tired. So I'm not going to go plug in my supplies, and I'm not going to subtract the gas that the hour-long drive took me. I'm not going to go into all that mentally, and like, so I'm just going to take it as $119 profit and be grateful that I can buy more yarn. Not next week, because I clearly have enough yarn. A couple things I could talk about if you guys still wanted to chit chat with me and hang out after all of that pricing shenanigans. Me and my brother, for a while, the brewery had cornhole in the back. So there were 2 cornholes. There was one that was a short distance, and there was one that was a long distance. So we spent quite a while, because it was so dead and it was pretty hot. So we were trying to like get breeze by walking. We played cornhole with each other for quite a while, and it was very fun. And then I did note the reasons why possibly this didn't go very well, just because it was like 100 degrees outside, and then for 3 hours it was 100 degrees, and then for an hour it was sprinkling, and then right when we had to leave, as you saw, it was dumping rain. So that was great. The weather, I don't know, Florida's always weird. So am I gonna do indoor events all summer? Probably not, because that's not, I mean, I don't know. Noted that maybe the brewery scene was just not right for what I was selling, or just this specific one, because this specific brewery always has an event going on. I think it is the first Sunday or every Sunday. of the month. So there's always an event happening at this brewery, which is why I was like, oh, well, they have 30 vendors and it looks like enough attending. I was the only crocheter, but that didn't really mean anything when no one there wants to buy crochet. If you guys enjoy videos like this, crochet market related or week of crochet, I post just about once a week, sharing with you guys all the details of Sweet Beans Crochet. I'll see you next week. Bye!